Oh, it's recording. Hi, Sfadish here. This will be another just me talking, not really singing video. I was walking to class and I was walking back from class and Na 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 came on my iPod. I haven't listened to My Chemical Romance in a long time. I've mostly been listening to Black Veil Brides, Ricky Rebel, Vampires Everywhere, Fall Out Boy, whatever really comes up on my iPod. And My Chemical Romance does come up, but most of the time it's Revenge or it's Black Parade. The Na 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 song or the Danger Day songs are few and far between. Um, so it was really interesting to hear the song again, and I've been wanting to go and Photoshop something for May 27th and 28th, which will be the 1 year anniversary of my first My Chemical Romance show. There's a blank wall that's very blind looking, and I want to Photoshop not only the blind face but also like graffiti that says something along the lines of "We are still here, we are still fighting, keep running, keep smiling," that sort of thing. Um, and while the Danger Days era may be over, it is still very alive in my heart. That is something that this is what I came into My Chemical Romance with. I came in with the Killjoy mentality. I came into this whole Killjoy thing, and it's still very much alive for me. And I do plan on bringing out my Killjoy side again come November this year for the second anniversary. And, like, I can't even begin to explain to you how much My Chemical Romance has affected my life. I mean, I'm not a spastic like MCR fangirl. There I am sort of calm when it comes to MCR because that energy is translated elsewhere. But I mean, like they definitely have affected my life, and their music is still a huge part of my life and a huge part of who I am now. Um, it is May, so I mean, it coming up quickly is the 1 year anniversary of me going to see them at the Palladium in Hollywood that weekend, best weekend of my life, honestly. And just realizing that my heroes are real, that they're not just something I made up in my head, that they're not just something that maybe the media is tricking me into believe. Like these are real people. They're real and they're live and they're breathing. And it was such a thrill to see them live. And um, I really wish I could go back in time right now. Me as I am right now, I wish I could go back in time to May 27th and 28th of last year and find myself then. And hopefully I will recognize myself. I doubt it, though. I mean, my hair's a little different, but I doubt that I wouldn't recognize myself. But I want to go back to that. And I want to go back and not to, like, stop myself or to live it for myself. I want to go back and I want to meet myself. And I just want to watch myself enjoy it. I want to watch myself enjoying this. I want, it was such an amazing experience, such an amazing weekend to have My Chemical Romance back to back and to see that and hear the different songs and hear, from different sides too. I was all the way on Ray's side the second. I was on Frank's side the first night and then Ray's side the next night. And it was fantastic. And, can you hear that? That's what I get for living in trash cans. But I mean, My Chemical Romance has done so much for my life. Like their music and their words and their lyrics have done so much to help me help myself. When I discovered Danger Days, I was going through a sort of metamorphosis period. I was still coming into myself as a person and kind of figuring myself out. Through the help of My Chemical Romance, I was able to get out of what could have potentially been an unhealthy relationship and help get back to myself and what I needed. I'm not the kind of person, I don't usually go through breakups by myself, and I don't usually break up with people. I like to avoid that if I can. And so going through that with My Chemical Romance, have them help me realize that I don't need somebody in my life to feel complete, that I don't need somebody in my life to validate myself, that I'm not afraid to keep on living, I'm not afraid to walk this world alone. And that's when I really did allow My Chemical Romance to and their lyrics to help me through some shit. And they really opened the door for me because My Chemical Romance is not the not my preferred genre. I am a pop princess. I enjoy pop, I enjoy country, I enjoy musicals, I enjoy Disney. I don't really like rock music. I don't really like screamy stuff. I never liked the whole emo thing. I associated My Chemical Romance with the Black Parade and with everything that was wrong with the music back in high school. Um, Everything back in high school, like Good Charlotte, Blink-182, Fall Out Boy, Green Day, Panic at the Disco. Didn't like any of it. It was for emo kids, and emo kids had problems, and I certainly didn't have any problems back in high school. I mean, I think it's a good thing that I didn't like My Chemical Romance in high school, because I probably would have ended up being one of those who are very disenchanted with Danger Days. They'd be like, this is so not them, I hate this, it's their worst CD, blah, blah, blah. I probably would have been one of those kids, and I'm glad that I matured enough to, understand this album, and where My Chemical Romance was coming with Danger Days, very happy, very, happy, good place, and that was where I was at when I discovered them. So I was in the Danger Days mindset. My brother does not like Danger Days at all. He's still in the Black Parade, self-depreciating, self-hurt, self-harm, life sucks, and then you die, that sort of mentality that I'm never going to be happy. I'm never going to find anybody who makes me happy. And Danger Days is there for him when he decides to let himself be happy, when he realizes that he can be happy, that he can allow himself to find somebody that does make him extremely happy. And I was in that point in my life when I found Danger Days, and it helped me to evolve as a person, honestly. Without My Chemical Romance, without their words and their music, I probably would be in a unhealthy relationship, being verbally and emotionally abused. I hope it wouldn't have gotten to that point, but there's no way of knowing, honestly. And really, My Chemical Romance opened me up to different music. As you can see behind me, I do now like Fall Out Boy. I do like, there's Panic back there. I like Panic at the Disco. I like Fall Out Boy. I like Black Veil Brides. Ricky Rebel is back there. And Vampires Everywhere. I should really put them up on the Hot Man wall. Yeah, I enjoy Vampires Everywhere. They're such a bunch of nerds. And My Chemical Romance, it definitely, like, through My Chemical Romance, I got into Panic at the Disco and Fall Out Boy. And then I was trolling with My Chemical Romance stuff, and there's somebody who decided to add me on Tumblr, and I went on their Tumblr, and there's this cute little emo-haired boy on their background. I'm like, oh, he's cute. Who's that? Like, oh, that's Andy Six of Black Veil Brides. It was before he changed to Beer Sack. Excuse me. And so she's like, look up Knives and Pens. So I do, and it's funny because the kid is like this thin, and he's got this huge voice, and I liked it, and so I started listening, and their new CD came out, so there was tons of Black Veil Bride shit all over Hot Topic, and I was like, okay, well, let's check them out. And I added a couple Black Veil Brides, F yeah, Black Veil Brides on Tumblr, and the Tumblr decided to spam Ashley Purdy, and I have a thing for bassists, and Ashley Purdy is quite possibly one of the most beautiful men I've ever seen. And so I went, okay, well, I really need to like Black Veil Bride. So I downloaded all their albums, and I listened to all of their music, and I had all of them on Twitter. And wouldn't you know, the day I add Jinx and Sammy Doll, he proposes to her. So, like, and so I think that's really funny that, like, I added him, like, that day, or the day before, and I just thought it was really interesting. I have met Sammy Doll, and she is wonderful and amazing, and she is one of the top, like, 5 people who are my heroes. It's Chantal Claret, Lindsay Way, Breezy Weeks, Sammy Doll, and Ricky Rebel, and I have had the good fortune to meet 2 of them. And through My Chemical Romance, I have learned about Grace Jeanette, who's the kid in the Not a Not video, and Ricky Rebel, who plays Show Pony. As you can see, I have a signed Ricky Rebel poster back there, and I also have my wristband from when I saw him at the Troubadour. And I am so excited because I'm going to see him again May 11th and May 15th. And on May 15th, he's actually coming to my school, Cal Poly Pomona, and I get to be his artist liaison. I basically get to be his runaround, and I get to show him to the show and show him where everything is. I get him set up, and my friend who I met through My Chemical Romance was his really amazing My Chemical Romance tattoo. Gerard signed her arm. Gerard and Mikey signed her arm. She got it tattooed. It's fantastic. And she is doing a she's doing a documentary on how music saves lives, and it's mainly focusing on punk music because she has definitely, I know she definitely has been touched by My Chemical Romance, and so she's going to interview Ricky for that, about how music saves your lives, and Ricky definitely has had a lot of impact on my life and where I am right now. Ricky Rebel, whenever I'm sad, I listen to not Manipulator, I listen to Masterpiece, which is a cover of a Madonna song, and honestly, I think that song's was meant for me, honestly. And a lot of his album, like, I really relate with, and I relate with everything that Grace Jeanette writes. And she's 10, and she writes a lot of stuff that hits home with me. And Ricky Rebel, like, I couldn't ask for, like, a better man. Like, I love working for him. And yeah, I'm not making any money and I'm not making anything off it, but I have his cell phone number, and I know that if I was ever really in trouble, that I could text him and he would be able, and he would want to talk to me about it. I rarely text him for anything that's not business because I don't want to cross the line to like creepy stalkerdom. I already know what kind of car he drives. That's kind of creepy. So, it's a Mini Cooper and it's aqua like his hair used to be. Anyway, I know way too much about him, so I'm trying not to like creep into that like creepy stalkerish fangirl part. And I run the Rebel Street Team Twitter, and I run a fan page on Tumblr, and he knows about it, and he gave me, it's the official Street Team Twitter because he gave me the okay to do it, and he knows like what URL it is, and anyway, and I mean, like, without My Chemical Romance, honestly, I would have been stuck in a rut as far as like music in my life, and they're really giving me the push that I need to do what I want with my life. And I'm in a tough place right now, and I know Famous Last Words and Independent Lover, Straight Jacket, A Masterpiece, Youth and Whiskey, Black Veil Brides, and I Can't Breathe by Vampires Everywhere will be on repeat on my iPod, and it will be the soundtrack to me getting healthy right now. I'm realizing that I'm not in a healthy place as far as mentally, and that's kind of what I'm trying to do right now. And I know that come May 27th and 28th that I will be a bowling mess because I can't go back to that concert. And I'm really hoping maybe there's going to be like a secret show or something, but I don't know because that is Bandit's birthday, the 27th. So I do feel really blessed and lucky to have been there on Bandit's birthday to hear Summertime, knowing that Lindsay and his daughter were there, and he was singing the songs that he wrote for them, and it was a fantastic experience, and I was bawling, and it was wonderful to be there with my best friend and two people who I just met, and they grabbed my hand and they held on to it, and we sang to each other like we were lip syncing the entire time. And having never met these people before, like, to be so instantly friends with them. And I had only really been in My Chemical Romance for about a little less than a year at that point. And I was saying, oh, like, I'm such a newbie, like, I just started. And she's like, shh, no. We are My Chemical Romance fans. We are the MC Army. It doesn't matter how long you've been there, where you've come from, what your favorite album is, where you started. We're all fans. We're all here. We all love them, and we know the music, and the music means something to us. And I think that's the point. That's the point of it all, is that music connects us, and that My Chemical Romance has really been this driving factor in my life to me being better, to bettering myself, and becoming healthy in relationships and in life and mentally. And I'm really grateful to them for existing. Honestly, I don't know where I'd be without them at this point. I wouldn't have met Ricky Rebel. I wouldn't have become this huge factor in getting him on campus and having him perform at Cal Poly. And I'm hoping maybe I could get Chantal on campus too. Maybe, we'll see. I mean, I don't know what it's gonna be next year because Fetzer is like, he's nice. Fetzer's graduating. So I don't know what it's gonna be like next year, and I don't think I could handle the stress of being the music chair. So it's definitely not gonna be me. But I mean, we'll see. I could change my mind at any point. But yeah. Thank you, My Chemical Romance. That's the moral of the story. And I'm rambling. And yay. Stop.